Set is the son of Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky. His siblings are Osiris, Isis, and Nephthys. He married Nephthys, and had relationships with the foreign goddesses Anat and Astarte in some accounts. From these relationships is said to be born a crocodile deity called Moga. Astarte is the Hellenized form of the ancient Near Eastern goddess Ate. Ate was the northwest Semitic equivalent of the East Semitic goddess Ishtar. Astarte was called face of Baal in the Wadi al-Wamamat inscription, which defined the goddess as representing the presence of the god Baal, especially in his temple. This usage of the name of a deity to represent their presence is also attested among the Phoenicians, who called the goddess Tanit as the face of Baal-Hamon. In the 19th century, when Ernest Renan excavated the ruins of Waman, now Amol-Amad, between Tyre and Oka, he found two Phoenician inscriptions dedicated to a certain sun deity nicknamed Waman, which read, "To Lord Ashtart, Haman, sun goddess." A debate between scholars took place over whether it was dedicated to Moloch Astarte or Queen Moloch Astarte. In the 20th dynasty text, the contendings of Horus and Seth, Anat and Astarte are referred to as divine daughters, who are also the future wives of the god Set, whom the Egyptians identified with Baal. Following the end of the Bronze Age, the Canaanite peoples during the Iron Age continued worshipping Ate under the name of Astarte, who was a continuation of her Ugaritic form, Astarte, during the Hellenistic period. The Phoenicians identified their own goddess Astarte with the Egyptian goddess Isis due to the influence of the Egyptian Osiris myth on their own conceptualizations of the afterlife and salvation, like her East Semitic equivalent, Ishtar. The Phoenician Astarte was a complex goddess with multiple aspects, being the feminine principle of the life-giving force. Astarte was a fertility goddess who promoted love and sensuality, in which capacity she presided over the reproduction of cattle and family growth. The goddess was also the consort of the masculine principle of this life-giving force, variously personified as Hadad or Baal, who himself incarnated plant growth and presided over rain, water, springs, floods, and the sprouting and growth of cereals. This pairing of Astarte and Baal was later mentioned in the 1st century AD by Philon of Byblus, who wrote about the goddess Astarte and Zeus, that is, Baal, called Adodos, itself a Hellenization of Phoenician Hadad and Demarus, ruling over the land with the consent of Kronos. That is, Set was identified by the Egyptians with the Hittite deity Teshub, who, like Set, was a storm god, and the Canaanite deity Baal, being worshipped together as Sethbaal.